Again, my personal preference over here is to, just maybe rearrange the problem initially. And I want to show you that it appears to be quadratic in x. So I'm going to factor out a minus 1. This would give me 9x squared plus 12x minus 32. And again, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'd complete the square on it. What I would be looking for is something simple to do. And by that, what I mean is I'm looking for a factorization that I can do by just trying. What's nice about trying, it allows some motion in the problem, including if you're going in the wrong direction. I'm going to say 3x and 3x. I like to keep the number small at first. And then I'm going to say 8 and 4. And it doesn't matter where I put the 8 and where I put the 4. It really doesn't matter. So I'll put the 8 here and the 4 there. And let's see, do I get the first term, 9x squared? I sure do. Do I get 32? I sure do. I got to worry about the signs, though. And it looks like, let me see if this is going to go. Let's see, 3 times 4 is 12. Yeah, it's going to work out beautifully. Plus, minus. Let me just check to make sure it's right. Get 9x squared, works beautifully. Minus 12 and 24 is 12. Yep, this is it. End of story. Right there. Let's look at the key. Did they get that? Well, they got the 8 plus 3x. Now someone says, where'd they get the 4 minus 3x? They took the coefficient minus and associate with 3x minus 4, and they get 4 minus 3x. So my answer, their answer is identical, all right? By the way, my answer is right over here, which is minus, the factor 3x plus 8 times the factor 3x minus 4, all right? So I'm going to say that's the method I prefer. Let me erase this. Again, you need a preference, but they do say by completing the square, all right? More challenging, there's no doubt about it, all right? So really what I'm looking at, and it's tough, a lot of people find this very difficult to do. I'm really looking at the 9x squared plus 12x. And I want to make that a perfect square. So I'm definitely seeing 3 squared x squared. That's good news. And then I see 2 times 3 times 2x. So to complete that square, I'd have to add on 2 squared, which is 4. If you add 4, you must take 4. And what's left over? You have the minus 32. All right? So then the problem comes is, well, you did that. Good for you. And I'll show you another way of doing it as well. I got my perfect square then. So let me write that down for you. Whoops. Minus, well, I'm just doing this part over here. And this is just simply 3x plus 2 quantity squared minus 36. Now, what do I know about that? That's the difference of perfect squares. Should be easy to write down. So 3x plus 2 plus 6, 3x plus 2 minus 6. Let's do a little simplification over here. 3x plus 8, and then you get 3x minus 4. Are we getting this answer? Of course we are, all right? That's another way of doing it. Let me go for another way, all right? Don't be discouraged. All right? All right, let's look at it. And what I'm going to do is I'm really trying to get this 9x squared plus 12x to be perfect. Now again, my idea about completing a square is that I love the coefficient on the x squared term to be a 1. So I factor a 9 out. This would become x squared. And again, all we're working on is these 2 terms over here. And what do you get up there? Well, you get 12 ninths, right? And what's 12 ninths? Well, let's do that. 12 ninths would be, I divide by 3, right? So what is it? 4/3. I'll write that down for you. Now, to complete the square in that guy, what we have to do is we have to take half that number, which is 2/3, and square it, and that would be 4/9. All right? So my claim over here, this is minus 9 times x plus 2/3 squared. All right. Before you walk away, though, what you added on was something that wasn't there. You added on a 4, which means I have to take a 4. And then you get minus 32. Whoops. I know this looks different to you, but it's really the same problem. What do you get? 9x plus 2/3 squared minus 36. It's still a perfect difference of perfect squares. Let's write this down. 3x plus 2/3 minus 6. 3x plus 2/3 plus 6. Let's go to town on it. What do you get over here? Minus. This is going to be 3x plus 2 minus 6 is minus 4. What's this one going to be? 3x plus 2 plus 6 is plus 8. Do we get the same answer? We get the same answer. We'll get the same answer each and every time. All right? Now, granted, I'm probably, beating this thing to death, but I got to be honest with you, my favorite technique, just factor it. Just factor. All right? But completing a square is something you need to remember and know how to do. Thank you.